As I stepped into the battlefield that day, I could already feel the weight of what was coming. The entire server had been buzzing about this moment. The first battle for the capital on server number 70. It was STFU versus Audi. Two powerful alliances clashing in a showdown that had everyone on the edge of their seats. This wasn't just about territory. This was about pride, honor, and climbing the crown in a historic battle. The heart of this epic battle lay in 4 strategic towers surrounding the capital. Each tower was critical because whoever controlled them held the key to the city. If you wanted to secure the capital, you need control over those towers. And believe me, neither side was willing to give them up without fight. I was a part of STFU, an alliance that has been countless skirmishes, but today was different. Our leader, Kevin, was front and center, the spirit of our alliance embodied in the one fierce warrior. He wasn't just fighting for himself, he was fighting for all of us. For every member who had poured hours into strategizing and preparing for this one monumental clash. On the other side stood Audi, our long-standing rival. Among the ranks was M76, a player of unparalleled skills and reputation. M76 was a force to be reckoned with, and we all knew that taking him down would be no easy feat. As the battle began, everyone on the server turned in. Even those who weren't directly involved stopped whatever they were doing to watch this clash unfold. The sky was electric, with the energy of players clashing, casting spells and shouting commands to their comrades. The chat was a sea of messages, as players strategized, cheered and nervously awaiting updates from their respective leaders. And in the thick of it all was Evil Daddy rallying STFU with an iron will. The fight was relentless from the start. STFU and Audi raced to seize control of the towers, each one a strategic lifeline. Players on both sides threw themselves into battle without hesitation, knowing that every second counted. The towers changed hands constantly. It was a dizing back and forth, with each alliance inching forward only to be pushed back moments later. Evil Daddy was on fire, leading the charge with a fierce determination that inspired us all. He and M76 faced off more than once, and each time the clashes were nothing short of legendary. It was like fighting two titans collide. You could feel the intensity of their duel in every move, every spell, and every blow. Evil Daddy, with his quick reflex and strategic brilliance, was managing to hold his own against M76. But M76 was no ordinary player. He has years of experience and arsenal of skills that made him a nightmare to face. But Evil Daddy wasn't alone. The rest of us were right behind him, following his lead, backing him up whenever he needed us. Each of us knew our role. We knew when to step in, when to defend, and when to fall back. Everyone played their part, from the heavy hitters who soaking up damage to the nimble rogues who darted in and out of the fray, delivering quick and devastating attacks. At one point, Audi managed to seize 3 of 4 towers, and it looked like all hope might be lost. The capital seems within their reach, and for a moment silence fell over STFU side. But then CD4314 voice came through all the chat. We are not done yet. Regroup. Focus on Tower 3. His comment snapped us out of despair, and in that moment we rallied, drawing strength from each other and from our leader's resolve. With renewed energy we charged Tower 3 The battle there was fierce. Audi's defenses were tight, and M76 himself was guarding. Evil Daddy led the assault, his attacks so precise and relentless that he began to wear down Audi's defenses. Those of us who could join the assault, pouring everything we had into taking that tower. The clash was brutal, with spells lighting up the battlefield and weapons clashing as pliers through tooth and nail. But finally, after what felt like an eternity, we managed to push Audi back and climb Tower 3. It was turning point. Once we had control of the tower, we had the leverage we needed. With all our might, we held onto it, refusing to let go no matter how many times Audi tried to take it back. Our healers worked overtime, keeping us in a fighting shape, while our defenders set up a wall around the tower that proved almost impossible to breach. Evil Daddy's leadership was instrumental. He knew exactly when to hold back and when to strike, and his commands kept us focused and steady. Seeing our resilience, Audi pushed harder than ever. They poured everything they had into one last desperate attempt to seize control. It was do or die for them, and they threw every ounce of their power into the assault. M76 led the charge, and once again, he and Evil Daddy clashed in a battle that will be remembered as one of the greatest in server number 70's history. Sparks flew as they fought, each attack stronger and more desperate than the last. The rest of us backed Evil's Daddy, pouring our energy and focus into supporting him. Every spell, every attack, every defensive maneuver was aimed at keeping him standing and our tower secure. The air was thick with tension as we watched our leader locked in combat, knowing that the outcome of this fight would decide the fate of the capital. And then, finally, the breakthrough came. With one final strike, Evil Daddy managed to overpower M76, forcing him to fall back. Audi's forces wavered, and seeing their leader retreat seemed to shake their morale. In that moment, we pressed forward with everything we had, breaking through Audi's lines and securing the final towers. One by one, they fall back, and we seized control of the capital. When the dust settled, we stood victorious. Our first battle for the capital was ours. It was a moment of triumph, unlike any other, a hard-earned victory that was the result of countless hours of preparation, teamwork, and unshakable resolve. We had done it. Kevin had led us to victory, and the players of the STFU proven themselves on the battlefield. The chat erupted with cheers, and for a long time we celebrated together, savoring the taste of victory. It was a battle that would go down in history, not just for the players involved, but for everyone on server 70. And as we stood there, victorious in the heart of the capital, we knew that is only the beginning. There would be more battles, more challenges, and more chances to prove ourselves. But for now, we savored the moment, knowing that we had climbed the first victory in what would be a long and epic struggle for control of the server. That day, STFU proved what it's made of. We stood united, fought fiercely, and climbed victory. And as the sun set over the battlefield, we knew one thing for certain. We would defend our title, no matter the cost.